Kim, what do you know about Gordon that maybe other people might not know?
They videotape me right now?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just talk to
Oh my God, Gordon is the bomb. This guy has it going on, ladies.
Oh, there's plenty. There's a lot of secrets that he has, been around for quite a long time. We sort of consider him like the godfather of the executive board. He brings a lot of dirt and a lot of knowledge to the decisions we make.
Gordon is one of the kindest, sweetest, most giving person you have ever met in your whole life.
Oh gosh. Persistent and a go-getter and deeply loyal and deeply dedicated are some of the main words that come to mind.
He's a sweet man.
Everybody knows is what a giving and kind person Gordon is and how dedicated he is to the community.
You know, his passion, what really strikes me is when he worked so diligently to get those vans for the Meals on Wheels and was adamant and resourceful and would not let up and got all of the different car makers who were all competitors to work together for this great common cause for our community.
Gordon came to me and he said, I need a golf cart Saturday morning on Milford Memories. So when Gordon wants a golf cart, you give Gordon a golf cart. And Gordon took it upon himself to start on one end of town and go through and personally thank every single Milford Memories artist and food vendor that was here for coming. Not that we asked him to do it. He felt as a board member, as a part of the chamber, that was his job to thank these people for coming to our community. And then he turned around and did it at Brewed in Michigan to all of the brewed vendors. So it just shows the type of person Gordon is, that he thinks it's important to recognize those people, thank people. And that's something that not everybody thinks about anymore. That's something that kind of gets lost. So he's just that type of person.
what about
Because it's a fun day. This golf outing is like no other that you'll ever golf in. Let
What?
everybody know about our golf outing.
Okay, tell them right now.
Coming up on June the 16th.
15.
Oh, the 15th.
That's right.
Too. 15th at Mystic Creek.
That's right.
And it's one of the greatest days you'll ever have in your life when it comes to playing golf, because it's a big fun day.
That's
Everybody has a great time.
I adore seeing Gordon at the golf outing, because Gordon works really hard to get that golf outing to be the best in Oakland County. But when he's there, he is just, his chest is all puffed out and he's all happy. And yeah, I love to see him at the golf outing. Yeah, Gordon does that whole rain dance thing. Yeah, and I think it works. Yeah.
Okay.
I had lunch with him a couple of years ago, and he was letting me know that he might have some ties down at Joe Louis Arena if I ever needed anything from him. And I mentioned that my favorite band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, were coming into town and I could not get a ticket. And Gordon said to me, as he says to so many other people, I'll get back to you, let me see what I can do. So he calls me later that day and says, hey, I think I've got some good news for you, but give me a couple more weeks to work on it. I have to tell you, we ended up in the VIP tickets of Joe Louis Arena. Amazing seats to watch my favorite band. But the best part of it all, outside of A Night to Remember, was when the Red Hot Chili Peppers played the Super Bowl later on that year. And Gordon got to see them. And he came in and he sought me out the next day and he goes, oh boy, I saw your band last night and I wasn't quite sure what to think. That's my Gordon story. I love you, Gordon.
He loves music. I think he's like a closet rock star. Seriously. Don't you think? He's
I
kind of,
kinda
you
see
know.
that.
Yeah, I think he's a closet rock star.
He does always.
To have to do with ducks down in Central Park and feeding the homeless in Detroit. There was a combination story there.
I just love Gordon. I love his presence.
Well, Clothing Cove is one of the mainstay businesses in Milford. It's been around quite some time. They do a wonderful job with everything that they do. They do a wonderful job, especially just recently, the reveal, the big reveal in the displays. They seem to sort of set the bar on the displays for the windows on the big reveal.
My favorite thing?
Sure.
Well, the accessories, like necklaces and earrings, and it's just crazy when you go in there.
Their customer service, I think they, what's nice about Clothing Cove is they have established themselves as a mainstay in Milford, and I think that they have brought a lot of people to the community because of their name and their reputation.
The possibilities. There's so many of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Well, I'm always really impressed with Clothing Cove because of their customer service, which everybody says for sure.
Well, everybody's always so friendly there. So, and they're always willing to help you find whatever you need, and yeah.
Great customer service.
So I used to go in to Clothing Cove, and I'd take my daughter when she was a little girl, and she would go and she would slip away from me, and I'd find her behind the counter digging into all the accessories in the glass case, and Janice let her do it. I was amazed by that. I just think that's great.
Maybe.
Have you ever been to Girls Night Out?
Oh, of course.
Have you ever been to a Girls Night Out?
I have.
Yeah. Have you been in Clothing Cove?
I have. It's always packed solid. You can barely walk.
Wow. The camaraderie of us girls being out, first of all.
Yeah.
And then we go in the shops and they treat us really.
Of course, it's very entertaining to see the ladies get all excited throughout town and enjoy all the shops.
And have you ever been to Girls Night Out?
Absolutely.
Have you been to Clothing Cove on Girls Night Out?
Absolutely, yeah. Who hasn't? Who
What's the
hasn't?
best thing about it?
Well, if I said the wine, would that be bad?
They give us cake.
That's it. That's all. Oh, the other thing is the cake.
Got it.
Cake! The cake!
You gotta have the cake.
The cake.
Well, I'm a member of the Milford Business Association, and they are very, they're very involved in this organization. They're very involved in Milford and making sure that Milford as a community gives back to the public, to those in need, and that Milford is represented well in the Metro Detroit area.
Them are so committed to the community. I mean, they're always out there. They're always involved in the community, giving back, working with the different charities and different organizations. So it's great to see that community involvement.
I think Milford is a lucky place to have the Clothing Cove. Thanks, Janice. Thanks, Eric.